Guys, what's up? So today I'm here to talk about, a lot of you ask, what the profit margin might be on watches. Understand that the profit margin on all watches are different. When I go buy watches, first thing I look at is obviously can I make a profit? Secondly is how fast will that watch sell? So what that means is if I'm buying a Batgirl or a Bruce Wayne or a Daytona Panda, the margin is probably like 2 to 5% profit. However, I know that I sell those daily, so I know that it'll move pretty quick. But when I'm buying a iced out Sky Dweller, for example, and I'm looking at over here, I have to make, when I'm buying it, I have to think more like a 10 to 15% margin, because at that point, that watch is gonna sit around a long time. So my money is sitting. A lot of times I do buy different watches in different packages, so I might buy things I don't really want, but 80% of the package I want, 20% I don't really want, so that happens a lot. So there's no concrete amount of what my profit margin is, but I would say, you guys might not believe this, but it's mostly starts at 2% and it goes from there. For example, if I'm buying a single watch, guys, I'm not buying a Patek to make $1,000. If I was buying a Patek 150 grand to sell it for 151, you can't sustain business that way. So if I'm buying a Patek, there's gotta be a bigger margin. But if I'm buying a $2,500 watch, then I will sell it for 3,000, no problem. That I'm happy with. That's actually a larger percentage, but I'll make $400 or $500. Sometimes I'll make $200. Sometimes I'll make $300. All depends on the watch, but there's no set amount. Any watch here that tells you I have to make this and this, they're full of it. At the end of the day, we know what we can sell and how fast we can sell it, so we know what prices to buy them at.